couple of days. The volcano overshadows the city of Catania and has been very active in the past few months. In February, it exploded for days on end, shooting forth spectacular lava fountains and plumes of smoke. The next article that we have is New Hazards of Earth's Largest Volcano Uncovered. This is by the University of Miami School of Marine and Atmospheric Science. So here it says, researchers find that the large earthquake could set off eruption of Hawaii's Mauna Loa volcano. Scientists from the University of Miami Rosenstiel School of Marine and Atmospheric Science analyzed ground movements measured by interferometric synthetic aperture radar (INSAR) satellite data and GPS stations to precisely model where magma intruded and where magma influx changed over time, as well as where faults over the flanks moved without generating significant earthquakes. So there's a lot of volcanoes getting erupted, and it is being uncovered and it is being identified. Now, on one side, here you can see the water level rising, you can see volcanoes erupting, you can see much more COVID deaths than what is being reported. Everything that Devi Parashakti had revealed in the Akashic reading and the Supreme Pontiff had expounded in the satsangs later on shows very clearly. We are now able to back up everything with scientific data, with research reports, with press articles all over the world, exactly showing whatever the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism had revealed through the Devi Parashakti Akashic reading and through the regular Nithyananda satsangs. This time, we wake up to the reality and take action on what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has told us as the only solution for the COVID pandemic, multi-layer quarantine. So in the next segment of today's presentation, we are going to present to you about the multi-layer quarantine that is needed to protect ourselves, especially in India and South Asia, how the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is providing that multi-layer quarantine and why it is important for us to quarantine ourselves at this moment. After a short break.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Otherworldly but definitive sign manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only.
Welcome back, dear viewers. Now, in the next segment of today's presentation, we are going to see Devi Parashakti's Akashic readings on Adi Kailasa, the solution that Devi Parashakti has given about how to protect ourselves from the COVID pandemic. And we will be explaining to you further. First, we are going to watch what Devi Parashakti has revealed. And in the further segments, we are going to share with you about how whatever Devi Parashakti has revealed and is revealing, how we are providing the solution, how the Supreme Pandu of Hinduism is providing the solution to protect ourselves from the ongoing COVID pandemic in India. Let's watch this clip.
ஓம் 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 ஓங்காரத்துயர்ந்து பாங்காய் வேதமுடு ஆகமமாய் வெளிப்பட்டு ரீங்காரமாய் மலர்ந்து பரஷோடசியாய் நிறைந்து 40 முக்கோணம் வாழும் கையிலை ஸ்ரீபுரச் சிந்தாமணி கிருகத்தில் இருக்கும் கைலாச சுவாமினி பரஷோடசி பரமசிவன் பாகம் அமர்ந்து பாராளும் பரமேஸ்வரி Paramasakti Manonmani Meenakshi Nithyanandanai Nijavadaram Gonden Ingu Yellorkum Nalvaram Dandida Yellananmayum Arulida Hiranyagarbha Swarupini ब्रह्मांडयोनि सांबवी चंद्रमौली रपला अपर्णा उमा पार्वती सावित्री नवयौवना साम्राज्यलक्ष्मी परमेश्वरी परषोडसी மீனாட்சி நித்யானந்தனாய் உருக்கொண்டு இங்கு நிஜாவதாரமாய் வந்தேன். அருட்பெருங்கருணையினால் அருளுகின்றேன் கேளுங்கள். மக்களே, உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் நன்மை செய்யவே நாம் இங்கு நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு கொண்டு நிஜாவதாரமாய் இறங்கி வந்தோம். இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். காலம் காலமாய் அவதார புருஷர்கள் வந்து மலர்ந்து உலகிற்கு நன்மை செய்யும் மிக பெரும் ஞான பூமி பாரதம். இருக்கின்ற ஒரு பாரதத்தை இழக்க இயலாது மக்களே. ஞான கர்ப்பத்தை மலடாக்க இயலாது. வாழையடி வாழையன ஞானிகளும் அவதார புருஷர்களும் வந்தே தீர வேண்டும், வாழ்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும், மலர்ந்தே தீர வேண்டும். உலகிற்கு அதுவே உத்தம நன்மை. ஒரு சில கயவர்கள் மாயையில் சிக்கி செய்திட்ட சதிகளால் உலகை பலி கொடுக்க ஆகாது. சிருஷ்டி நஷ்டமடைய கூடாது. பிரபஞ்சம் அழிந்துவிடக் கூடாது. பிரளயத்து இருந்து இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தை காக்கவே பெரும் கப்பல் நானொன்று செய்தேன். அதன் பெயரே ஆதி கைலாசம். ஆதி கைலாசம் இந்த பிரபஞ்சத்தில் இருக்கும் ஞான சக்திகளை ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே நாம் செய்த கப்பல். துரோகிகள் சூழ்ச்சியாலும் விரோதிகள் ஆட்சியாலும் வழியின்றி கப்பலை அறியாத தனத்தினால் மாயையில் சிக்கி குழந்தைகள் தவறு செய்தாலும் பிரபஞ்சம் அழியாது காக்க வேண்டியது பராசக்தி. பரமசக்தி பரஷோடசி மனோன்மணியின் பொறுப்பென்பதால் சத்தியங்கள் சிலவற்றை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்றாய் கேட்டுக்கொள்ளுங்கள். அடுத்த சில மாதங்களில் 1000 அல்ல, லட்சம் அல்ல, கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். இந்திய நாட்டினில் கோடியில் உயிர்கள் பலியாகும். உண்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், நன்மையை சொல்லுகின்றேன், தேடிக்கொள்ளுங்கள் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கைக்கு பாதுகாப்பை. ஆதி கைலாசத்தை நிர்வகிக்கும் அன்பர்களே, நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள். 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக வரப்போகும் இந்த மாபெரும் பிரளயத்தை தெரிந்து கொண்டு உலகில் இருக்கும் எல்லா ஔஷத சக்திகளையும் ஒன்றாய் திரட்டி நவபாஷாணத்து நிறுத்தி ஆனந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் ஸ்தாபித்து வைத்தேன். வருகின்ற குரு பூர்ணிமையோடு 12 ஆண்டுகள் அந்த ஞான ரசவாதம் பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து முழுமையான நவபாஷாண லிங்கமாய் மலர்ந்து விடுகின்றது. வருகின்ற குரு பௌர்ணமியில் இருந்து வருகின்ற எல்லோரும் அங்கு வந்து நவபாஷாண தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி செல்ல அனுமதியுங்கள். அதற்கு வகை செய்யும் விதத்திலே நல்ல முறையிலே எல்லா நன்மையும் செய்து வையுங்கள். இந்த தீர்த்தத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடியோர்க்கும் அந்த தீர்த்தத்தை அருந்தியோர்க்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று வராது, மரணம் இல்லை, துக்கம் இல்லை. இது அறிவியல் பூர்வமாய் அனுபவ பூர்வமாய் நிரூபிக்கப்படும். அதனால் கோடிக்கணக்கில் மக்கள் வரிசையில் நின்று தினந்தோறும் வந்து நவபாஷாணத்தாலான ஆனந்த லிங்கத்தில், நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தில் நீராடி வணங்கி நன்மை பெற்றுச் செல்வார்கள். நன்றாய் கேளுங்கள் மக்களே. ஆதி கைலாசத்து நிர்வாகிகளே, இந்த ஒரு சேவையை உலகத்திற்கு செய்யுங்கள். நீங்கள் செய்த எல்லா கர்மங்களுக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தமாகும். நல் அமைதியும் ஞானமும் யோகமும் உங்களுக்கும் கிட்டும், உலகத்திற்கும் கிட்டும். 12 ஆண்டுகள் முன்பாக பராசக்தி நான் செய்து வைத்த நவபாஷாணம் சித்தித்து புளித்து பழுத்து முதிர்ந்து ரசவாத யோகத்தில் சித்தியாகி இன்று நிறைந்த நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கமாய் வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் மலர்ந்திருக்கின்றது. இதை செய்த காரணம் வரப்போகும் பிரபஞ்சத்தின் பிரளயத்திலிருந்து மக்களை காத்திடவே. எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நேரடியாய் மறைமுகமாய் உதவி செய்து உடன் இருந்த எல்லோரும் கேளுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோரையும் நம்பியே இந்த படகை நாம் உருவாக்கினோம். இந்த பெரும் சேவையில் எல்லோரும் வந்து பாகமாயிருந்து கொரோனா வராதவர், வந்தவர், வந்து நீங்கியோர் இவர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் மாபெரும் மருந்து நவபாஷாண நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்து தீர்த்த விருந்து
எல்லோரும் வந்து நல் நீராடி தற்காப்பும் பெற்று நோய் கண்டவர் நோயும் தீர்ந்து நன்மையெல்லாம் அடைந்திட இந்திய நாட்டு மக்களே, உங்களால் இயன்றதை செய்திடுங்கள். உங்கள் எல்லோர்க்கும் நல் பாதுகாப்பும் உண்டு, நல்லதும் உண்டு. என்னை இழந்தாலும் என்னை நீங்கள் மறுத்தாலும் உங்களை நான் காப்பேன். அஞ்சாதீர்கள். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் நான் செய்து வைத்த கப்பலை உபயோகித்து இந்த ஆழிப் பிரளயத்தின் பெருங்கூத்து ஊழிக்கூத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். உண்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன், நன்மையை சொல்லிவிட்டேன். பிராயஷ்சித்தம் வேண்டுமென்றும் காப்பாற்ற வேண்டுமென்றும் கதறிய பக்தர்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பெருங்கருணையினால் தீர்வை தந்து விட்டேன். அன்பர்களே, பக்தர்களே, சீடர்களே, என் சொல் கேட்கும் நேர்மையான தொண்டர்களே, புயல் என புறப்படுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்திற்கு தேவையானதெல்லாம் உடனடியாய் செய்து வரப்போகும் மக்களுக்கெல்லாம் அன்னதானம் செய்து அவர்கள் நல்லபடி வைத்திய சரோவரத்தில் தீர்த்தமாடி நவபாஷான மருந்தையே விருந்தாய்க் கொண்டு நோயிலிருந்து தற்காப்பும் பெற்று உயிர்காப்பும் பெற்று நல்லபடியாய் வாழ்ந்திட தேவையான சேவைகளை செய்யுங்கள். இதுதான் உங்கள் எல்லோருக்கும் பிராயஷ்சித்தம். நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு தாங்கி நிஜாவதாரமாய் நான் இந்திய நாட்டில் வந்தபொழுது என்னை வைத்து வாழாத பெருங்குற்றத்திற்கு பிராயஷ்சித்தம் இதுவே உங்களுக்கு. இதை யாவது செய்து, இது ஒன்றையாவது செய்து உங்களையும் காத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள், நாட்டையும் காத்திடுங்கள். கோடிகளில் உயிர்கள் போகப் போகின்றது என்பதை நேரில் காண்பீர்கள். கண்ட பிறகுதான் நான் சொல்லும் வார்த்தையின் சத்தியமும் உண்மையும் உங்களுக்கு புரியப் போகின்றது. அழிவதற்கு முன் வந்து நவபாஷான மருந்தை விருந்தாய்ப் பெற்று மரணத்திலிருந்து உங்களை காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். பெருங்கருணை பேரருளால் அன்னை பராசக்தி அருளினேன் சத்தியத்தை. இந்த ஒரு சத்தியத்தை உடனடியாய் புரிந்து கொண்டு உங்களுக்கும் உலகத்துக்கும் நன்மை செய்து கொள்ளுங்கள். ஆதி கைலாசத்து நித்யானந்த லிங்கத்தின் எல்லைக்குள் ஆருக்கும் கொரோனா கொடுந்தொற்று தீண்டாது. இந்த சத்தியத்தை அனுபவபூர்வமாகவும் அறிவியற்பூர்வமாகவும் முழுமையாக நீங்கள் புரிந்து கொள்வீர்கள். இது நிரூபணமாகும். அன்னை பராசக்தி 12 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பாக உள்ள ஞான ஔஷத சக்திகள் அனைத்தையும் பிரம்மாண்ட யோனி ஹிரண்ய கர்ப்ப பிரளயத்திலிருந்து காக்கும் பெரும் கப்பலாய் உங்களுக்கு ஊதாவும். என்னை இழந்தாலும் நான் செய்து வைத்த இந்த ரசவாத ஞானத்தின் துணை இழக்காமல் உங்களை நீங்களே காத்துக் கொள்ளுங்கள். இது ஒன்றே வழி. மக்களே, இது ஒன்றே வழி. ஓம் 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 ஓம்.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
I'm not going to read out the translation of what Devi Parashakti had revealed. She says, people of India, listen. Listen properly. Bharat is a great enlightened land where from time to time Avatara Purushas come, blossom and do good to the world. The only Bharata Desha which is there cannot be lost. People, the enlightenment womb cannot be made sterile. For generations after generations, Jnanis and Avatara Purushas has to come, has to live, has to blossom. Only that is the best good to the world. World cannot be sacrificed for the sake of conspiracies done by some ignorant thieves who got stuck in Maya. Shrishti should not have loss. Cosmos should not have destruction. To save the cosmos from Pralaya, I made a huge ship. Its name is Adi Kailasa. Adi Kailasa is the ship that will gather all the enlightened powers of this cosmos and save the people from Pralaya. Through the tricks of the traitors, the rule of the enemies, without any other way out, time came for the sailor of the ship itself to leave. That is why the sky is boiling, moving towards a huge destruction. People, even if children do mistakes and ignorance by getting stuck in Maya, as it is Parashakti, Paramashakti, Parashodasi, Manonmani, my responsibility to save the cosmos from destruction, I am telling some of the truths. Listen properly. Within the next few months, not in thousands or lakhs, life will be lost in crores. Crores of life will be lost in India. I am telling you the truth. I am telling you the good. Search for protection for your life. Loved ones administering Adi Kailasa, listen properly. Before 12 years, knowing the pralaya that was about to come, gathering together all the Aushadha Shaktis from all over the world, withholding it in the Navapashana, I installed the Ananda Linga in the Vaidya Sarovar. In the coming Guru Purnima, that enlightenment alchemy will come to fruition and maturity and blossom as complete Navapashana Linga. From the upcoming Guru Purnima, allow everyone coming there to take sacred bath in the Navapashana Linga. Make all needed arrangements in all ways for that. Deadly corona will not come to those who drink that tirtha, that water, and take the sacred bath. There is no death. There is no suffering. This will be scientifically and experientially proved. So crores of people will come every day standing in queue to take bath and worship the Ananda Navapashana Lingam and leave receiving goodness. Listen properly, people. Kailasa administrators, do this one seva. It will be a prayaschitta for all the karmas you did. You and the world will have good peace, enlightenment and fortune. The Navapashana made by me, Parashakti 12 years before, is in fruition. Fermented, matured in an alchemy yoga. Today, as fulfilled Navapashana, it has blossomed as Nithyananda Linga in Vaidya Sarovar. The reason for doing this is to save people from the upcoming cosmic pralaya. Everyone listen. every one of you who were in Adi Kailash, helping directly and indirectly, listen. I created this ship trusting you all. In this great seva, everyone being a part, people will not get corona. People who did not get corona, who got affected with corona, who got recovered from corona, all of them, the great medicine is the tirtha, treat of the Navapashana Nithyananda Linga. Everyone come, take a good sacred bath, have self-protection, diseases of the disease getting healed, to attain all the goodness. People of India, do whatever you can. Good protection is there for all of you. Goodness is there. Even if you lost me, even if you reject me, I will protect you. Do not fear. Use the ship made by me with great compassion and grace. Protect yourself from this cosmic deluge. I told the truth. I told the goodness. For all the devotees who cried for protection, I gave the solution with great compassion. Devotees, disciples, the honest volunteers start as a cyclone to Adi Kailasha, doing all that is needed immediately, doing Annadan to the people who will be coming, taking bath in Navapashana, having the medicine of Navapashana as a feast, getting self-protection from the disease, having the soul protection to live in goodness, to do all the needed seva. This is the price chitta for all of you. This is the price chitta for the huge crime of not having me with them when I came to India, taking the form of Nithyananda as a Nijavatara. Do at least this. Do at least this one thing. Save yourself and the country. You will directly see crores of lives getting lost. Only after seeing, you will understand the truth of my words. Before destroying, have the Navapashana medicine as a feast and save yourself from death. People, this is the only way. And not just this, Devi Parashakti has told. Many more revelations. Devi Parashakti has revealed so much more in the upcoming revelations, and Swamiji has told today the only way to protect Adhika, to protect ourselves from the COVID pandemic, especially when you are in India, is only if we can. The only way that we can protect ourselves is if we go and stay in a place where we have the multi-layer quarantine, where we have multiple layers of protection and you protect yourself in that ambience. And the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has opened all the doors and windows, and every monastery and temple where we are able to provide the multi-layer quarantine is completely opened up free to public. So I request now the administrators of Adi Kailasa are here, Manitya Pranapriyananda and Manitya Achalananda Swami, to share how the monasteries and the temple monastic complexes and adhinams in India are preparing to receive huge crowds of people, and what are the preparations that we are doing to help people from this COVID pandemic. Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam, everybody.
So here we are to share the latest updates on preparation of the Adi Kailash ship. What Bhagwan, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has declared to the world as probably the greatest service that can be done to humanity in the face of this unprecedented, historically unprecedented state of affairs in the form of a pandemic, which has resulted in destruction on all levels, seemingly.
So just a recap of what the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism revealed 1 year before, on 18th of June 2020 itself. Swamiji beautifully shared with all of us that I made the statement the moment Corona pandemic started. The Corona is not a weapon to kill people. It is going to teach us strong lessons to people. It may not even become the #1 cause of death per year, but it is going to change the world forever. Surely the world now has changed. The way we look at relationships, the way we look at money, the way we look at way of income, because so many digital markets have opened up. In every level, the world has changed, so to speak. I tell you, whatever you thought useful in your life really will not be useful. All the great strategies you built in your life for things which you thought as a goal of your life will not be useful. The goals of your life anymore. The old world order is melting down. If you thought money is going to help you to travel the world and see the world, you are a fool. Swamiji revealed this 1 year before, and it is the actual reality today, especially in India. No matter how wealthy you are, you will not get beds if you have a corona, if you are affected by corona pandemic. There are no beds available in any of the states, so to speak. There is no ICU ward that is available. So no matter how rich you are, how powerful you think you are, nobody has got space. Nobody is able to take care of their basic medical needs. There are so many powerful people who are trying to flee from the country so they can save themselves from this COVID-19. So if we initially thought that money is going to help us to travel the whole world, we are really fools today. So this whole revelation that Swamiji made 1 year before, every line, every inch of this statement is so true. It is the experience of 1.3 billion lives in India especially. And in this situation, when the whole world is melting down, Swamiji has opened the doors of Kailasa to everybody without exception in the form of COVID care protection centers. When the first world countries closed their borders during a massive global recession, it is Kailasa that has opened its doors to all without exception. Swamiji revealed that at least 6 months back, I became aware that multi-layer quarantine is needed to protect people. If you're in India and you want to protect your immediate family or extended family, anyone who will listen to you, get them immediately to our campuses. So in terms of multi-layer quarantine, last 3 years, Swamiji has prepared all the Adinavasis, all the Kailaya-vasis, how we can cope up without becoming without having to go through any mental breakdown. How can we cope up in a quarantine situations? In a step-by-step procedure, he ensured that we are getting comfortable in this with the quarantine, and how we can spiritually evolve, use these opportunities to spiritually evolve during the periods of quarantine. So all the Kailaya-vasis are beautifully prepared into this new world order of being in quarantine, so to speak. But if you take the people who are living outside of Adinam, it is very difficult for them to come. So one is come in terms with the fact that you need to be quarantined in such small rooms in the houses. That is very difficult for them to accustom to that, because it makes you feel claustrophobic. It makes you feel caged, and you're not able to cope up with the mental breakdown that your being is going through. So that is number one. Number two, not everybody can afford this kind of quarantine, because you need to feed your family, you need to take care of the basic needs. So you have to go to the world, work, you have to interact with the world, even if you have to buy groceries or medicines or basic needs, whatever it is. So one is practically it is not feasible, and even if you want to make it feasible, it is very difficult for you to handle yourself emotionally, which Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, has foreseen this whole thing ahead of time. He started preparing the Kailasa so beautifully for the last 3 years. COVID-19 is likely to cause the first increase in global poverty since 1998, pushing to about 40 to 60 million people into extreme poverty, with our best estimates being 49 million. Yes, the poverty lines is so gone to such low extremes, low thresholds, and especially the GDP of the country is going in a negative direction. And if you take South Asia, especially India, the economic meltdown has happened in an unprecedented way. But Swamiji has prepared Kailasa and all the devotees in a very beautiful way to handle this kind of impact that they're going to face in their life. Especially last 2 years, so many spiritual programs, especially Venkateshwara Bhava Samadhi Darshan, Paramashivoham program, in multiple ways Swamiji has empowered how to generate wealth, how to evolve the wealth consciousness. Wealth doesn't mean just the currency or the matrix currency. It is the perspective about life. So Swamiji has empowered thousands of people, and the programs are continuing even today, how we can attract wealth consciousness and wealth abundance in our lives. Hosur Adinam, Baroda Adinam, Hosur Adinam, Baroda Adinam, Gujarat. So these are all the Bhus Parsha, meaning when the avatar has taken the form of Paramashiva, Swamiji, where his divine lotus feet has entered all these places. He has energized these places. So in his Bhusparsha, these are the protection centers of the earth. So in his Bhusparsha, you are completely protected. So he has opened up all these COVID care protection centers across India for all of us to live and evolve ourselves spiritually in this pandemic time, and protect ourselves from this COVID-19, both medically and spiritually. Before we go to the next segment, we'll take a short break.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism, subtle, otherworldly, but definitive science, manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is fasting. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnation, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But the Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself
itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body, just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity. There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body, just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity. They manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish the sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Paramashivoham.
Yes.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. So next we have Ma Karunananda from Canada, who is joining with us today to share her experiences of how she has seen the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, has already prepared his devotees to handle the COVID pandemic, and how his act of opening the centers, all his centers and ashrams for the whole world to benefit from. What is the perspective, and what would and her gratitude message to Swamiji. So I welcome Ma Karunananda to our show today. Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma. Thank you.
An honor.
Thank you so much for joining the show today.
Thank you.
Yes, Ma.
Yes. Nithyananda, my name is Manitya Karunananda. I'm from USA, from Pittsburgh, and I have known Swamiji since 2006. About this pandemic, Swamiji has been telling us so many things since 2018 in his satsangs, which I personally didn't particularly believe or didn't know what to think about it, because in 2018 he said that the situation was going to get so bad here and all, and mainly what he said was, please stay alive for next 3 years. And it just didn't make any sense, but I said, it's Swamiji. So, whatever he says is right. But then we kind of forgot it. At least I kind of forgot it until the pandemic hit really bad. And especially this second wave. The second wave is so bad, from all the news I'm hearing, and from what Swamiji is telling us, that how bad it is. And now the third wave is coming. I just can't believe it. But Swamiji has been really preparing us, not just Adi Kailasa and all the other Adinams, but even the people away from India. He has been preparing us. He has been infusing so much energy every single day in the satsangs and through Parashakti Devi. He is mentally keeping us strong as well as physically strong by keeping the spiritual routine like yoga and fasting and a lot of different things. And we can see how he has prepared Adi Kailash so beautifully. And 12 different Adinams are going to be ready to host all the people, whoever wants to come. The most important thing I would like to mention is the three things about all these Adinams. Number one is Swamiji has been the one who was present in his physical body to energize those places. That's number one. Number two, in the Adi Kailash, the Vaidya Sarovar has the Pashana Linga, which is Nithyananda Linga, which is now ripe, as Swamiji said. All the herbs that are put in it, it has been 12 years, and now they're completely ripe, and they're absolutely on top of the medicinal value. Actually, when I was there in 2009, we used to take baths in there, and my eczema on my face completely got cured. So since then, it has been good, but now it is really ripe. So this is perfectly ripe to tackle the horrible virus like COVID. Yeah. So that's another thing. And of course, Swamiji has prepared all the Adinams so beautifully. We have this list in front of us, what all he has said. And all these days, he's been saying even to us that please store extra food, because the food is going to be, there's going to be a lot of shortage of food. And not only the money cannot buy everything. So please store the food, even for us people away from India. So, but Adinams have prepared beautifully, and they're offering anything and everything that is needed. So what can I say? That's Swamiji, preparing everything. Yeah. That is why he is the avatar.
Thank you. I just would like to...
Yes, Ma?
Yeah.
I can hear.
Would like to hear from you. How did you cope up with the COVID? Like, especially you being in quarantine. Did you face any challenges, or how do you feel Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has prepared all his devotees to combat this quarantine period in COVID?
It's just unbelievable, because we have so much support from Swamiji, spiritually, mentally, physically, everything, that really, and I mean, we didn't feel anything. I'm not just me, but all the devotees here in the US, we are very strong mentally, physically, and nobody is afraid. We are following all the precautions, but we really are very positive that Swamiji is taking care of us. We don't have anything to worry about. And of course, in India, he's actually preparing, you guys to tackle the problems there. Yeah.
Thank you, Ma. And like you mentioned, Swamiji has opened his Kailasas. When the world is closing down their borders, Swamiji has opened for the whole world.
Absolutely.
What would you like?
It's unbelievable. I mean, in this kind of situation, to get people from outside in the Adinams, which are really protected areas, you would think, but it's Swamiji. So he's such a compassionate avatar that, I mean, he is going to do anything he can to protect all his people, and not just all his people, anybody who wants to come and be saved. Yeah. This is a three level this thing, quarantine, right? That is very important, which is not available in our houses, especially in Indian smaller houses. It's not available. So very, very important. Plus, his presence is there. So
yes, Esma, thank you so much for joining the show today, Nithyananda.
My pleasure. Thank you, Nithyanandam. All the best. You don't need all the best, but anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Ma.
Nithyanandam.
The social services offered during the pandemic in Nithyananda ashrams across India So here is just a list of services, not all actually, literally as we speak, the list of services grows in its breadth and number, right from groceries to Anadan, food bank, medical care in the form of all, as in holistic care, Ayurveda, allopathy, Siddha, naturopathy, Ayurvedic food provided 3 times a day as 11-course full meal, herbal drinks, and aushadas, literally having ICU on wheels. We have fully equipped ambulances which not only serve emergency services but also provide the multifunction of being an emergency vehicle, ICU on wheels. Still, the service of reaching the hospital is provided. Immunity boosters, immunity supplements, the most sacred and literally the Adi Kailasa ship in the form of the Nithyananda Linga in the sacred Vaidya Sarovar, which is going to be opened after Guru Purnima when the Nithyananda Linga ripens, as Bhagavan said. Masks and hand sanitizers to provide